Morning. On my way to go get all my hairs cut at Swag House Suite. Reagan does his magic. I don't know how. If you're local, if you're not local, schedule. I will tag his I'll tag his page. Good man. And I like supporting good people. Plus he's a fucking wizard with hair. Because my hair, it's young Einstein in the morning and needs some work. So I wanted to get on here because I was bottling some drinks into mason jars and putting them into my refrigerator while I was doing my morning routine. And after closing the refrigerator door, I stood at the kitchen counter and was doing some dishes that I should have done last night, but I was too tired. And I heard a sound. There was a sensation coming in through sound that I normally don't hear. And again, when you do the work of true medicine and you put yourself in a position truly to be able to adapt to this world, your senses heighten. So you start picking up on everything. And I'm going to get to that in a little bit. But I heard something and I was like, wow, that's weird. Or that's interesting. It sounded like almost like one of those little drip, those little like fucking gerbil water things, like when they drip and make a sound. Almost like this. I know that sounds like a bong, but something like that. Very subtle. And I was like, what the hell? And I look and there's liquid pouring out of the fridge. So I open it up and one of the mason jars bottoms had cracked out. And I was bummed because it was a gift and it was a colored one, and it sucked because it's a rare colored wide mouth 32 ounce mason jar, ball mason jar. So little bummed there, but cleaned up everything. Okay, put everything away. And then I'm like, this is so perfect because this is exactly what it's like second to second, day to day of the life of a human. We have all this feedback coming in that our body is letting our brain know what's going on in the environment we choose to put it in. And it's not all bad stuff. It's just the environment. You're going to find out how much light affects you, not just sun. And everybody talks about sun in Cassie's light thing next week, her light intensive. So again, it's just constantly bombarding you with all that your senses can pull in. And when the body and brain deem it necessary that they need your help to adapt and heal to an environment that you're choosing to put yourself in, they're going to let you know this. How do they let you know this? With all sensations of every kind. Now, everybody just keeps talking about pain. Could sound be a sensation of healing? Of course it could. I talked about it in my spinal hygiene and calf jumps intensive with the neck move going side to side, or knees. Could vibration be a sensation of healing? Sure, not vibration medicine before everybody goes there and starts fucking talking about that bullshit. Just the vibratory sense that is you being aware that something's vibrating. Could a temperature shift? Of course. Could visual, could smell, could taste, could pressure. And these are the only ones that we think we can measure. There's infinite ways to sense your body. And since your body and brain, the number one essential is your body only heals and adapts. You are the greatest force on this planet, and the force that has you adapting and healing, it's all it does. That's all the body knows. You can't say that body can heal a cut and create a scab, which nobody else can create. Body can create a fever, body can sweat, body can blink, body can cough to expel something. Oh, but this area over here, oh, arthritis in my knees, but I'm 68. Yeah, no. Healing doesn't happen there. It is healing. That's what you're feeling. Or in Cassie's world, with tumors and neurodegenerative disorders and hormones and all the other bullshit that everybody wants to link to. Body's amazing. Symptoms are healing, except for. They love the except fors. There is no except for. It's the number one essential. And once you grasp that, every single sensation you have is to fucking keep you here. It's to keep you aware of what's going on, sensing what's going on around you so you can make the executive decision to, do I input something differently? Do I change something? Do I keep going where I'm at? Do I try to go this way? Do I try to go that way? And when you dial this in, everything especially training. When you put training into the mix, you start sensing your body in ways that you had no understanding of before. You start to be aware, and you just glide. Your body literally just starts going almost like it's like magnetized on this path. You don't make choices, you just go, because you know what is ideal for you. You just are attracted to what's ideal, and you can't deny it. Now, we try to. Now, here's the thing. Here's what we do in medicine, holistics especially, naturopathic especially, homeopathic, traditional Chinese, acupuncture, chiropractic, all these, especially. What we like to do is say that the body heals itself. So like that drip, we can sense that drip, all symptoms are healing. But then what we would do with adjustments and tinctures and herbs and treatments and massages and Graston and MAT and ART and all forms of physical therapy and occupational, what we do there is we would go in and plug your fucking ears. So you don't hear the drip coming out of your fridge. Sounds good. And then you're slipping and sliding on shit. You're smelling things that are rotting. We plug your nose. We give you a new shoe that doesn't slip. I mean, literally, this is what holistic, natural, organic, green medicine is. Don't talk about allopathic. Allopathic already announces who they are. I'm not scared of allopathic. They're not living this like double-sided life doing this. They're very clear about what they are and who they kill and what what their approach is and how clear they are. The part I'm worried about are the others who are saying one thing and doing entirely different. That's the most dangerous people on the planet, and while I will stand with that, because I've never seen anything like it in my 22 years of clinical practice, and then personal as well. So we will go in and plug ears, we'll plug nose. It's like taking the bark out of the fucking dog. You people should be shot. A way of expressing, and you eliminate it so you can keep it domesticated in your little suburban home because your neighbors and your home HOA will get all upset. My fucking God, that's exactly what you do to your bodies. We will burn out, cut out, numb out, massage out, herb out, treat out, therapy out, all the sensations that are your body's way of getting your attention. Not to heal, it's always healing. That's not good enough for me anymore. To change. Because the body's healing you all the time. Sometimes it needs your conscious fucking help. But we go ahead and plug our ears standing next to a leaky fridge. We plug our noses standing next to rotten garbage. We have special shoes with toe spacers and zero drop and earthing as we're slipping around and sliding around on rotten life. Like, this is what, and then we have the audacity to go ahead and curse the fucking body because it's smelling something or because it's slipping. Are you kidding me? There is no flaw in the body. It's never dysfunctional. It's never wrong. It's never attacking itself. Not fucking ever, ever, ever is it doing this. I'm so tired of people putting a limit on the body, especially the fucking practitioners. Oh, it drives me up a wall. You think it was a personal dig, which it is. Like the fact that we can say in one breath, the body heals and don't reduce a fever or swelling or this is beautiful. Oh yeah, the body, every sensation and symptom is symptoms of healing. And then right around in the next fucking breath, perform a treatment or perform a therapy or sell an herb or sell an essential oil. Jesus. Like, we have lost our shit. But it has literally came to me this morning just by breaking a mason jar, a ball mason jar in my fridge. I was like, wow, if I wasn't able to hear that, that was a pretty innocent drink in there, and there's a chance it would have just evaporated, actually, and I wouldn't have known anything about it. And sometimes that's exactly what your body does. Your body has no reason to get your attention. It just takes care of stuff. Doesn't need you other than just a slight, hey, just pay attention to this. What'd you think of that? Right? Pretty cool, right? All right, I got you. And then the stuff that's sitting there and lingering, but you can't ignore all sensations. Don't wait for pain. Pain's an obvious one. Don't wait for swelling. Swelling's an obvious one. This is what I talk about in my visits. There's more grades to injury than just the swelling, inflammation, pain that comes from a torn tissue or a damaged tissue in any kind. We know the cause of all those, and that's what we're going over in those visits. We know the cause of all injuries. We break it down, but then you go into steps before the injury, before those bigger ones, and it's like, holy shit, my body actually did do that, right? And then you start to get really sensitive when you start to make these changes and you apply this stuff to your life. You become very aware well before shit happens. And that's when that's another level of life that I'm talking about. But levels of human life are not numbed. Levels of human life are not deafened. Levels of human life are not desensitized. That's why I say these therapies and supplements and everything that gets in the way is the dehumaning factor. And we keep talking about all this bullshit, pharma and allopathic, dehumanizing, and organic, holistic, naturopathic. All these things are worse because they're saying one thing, doing the other. And all of it is around literally desensitizing the body to not be aware of what you need to do to make changes, or cursing it or perverting it in some way, saying that every single sensation that you have isn't a healing response or an adaptive response to keep you here. That's all it wants to do. That's its only main goal. Keep you here because it loves you and wants you to experience this world at this level. Keep going. And that's the brutal truth of it. So, did you take the bark out of your dog? Did you plug your ears when you're supposed to be hearing something? Did you plug your nose? Or did you put a fucking lavender oil under your nose when you're supposed to be smelling some noxious stuff? Something to think about. But understand, the number one essential, body only heals and adapts. Start there. Everything else becomes a little more clear. Next would be training. Enjoy. Follow-up pictures for the masterpiece coming. The masterpiece that is Reagan doing his work. All right.